You know how the past few years people have been saying the world is on fire? Well, it turns out it actually is.
Global temperatures reached extreme highs this past week, something scientists have been warning of as part of the effects of climate change. This map from the University of Maine shows maximum temperatures around the globe yesterday.
Look at that map, people. Look at that. We've made the world so hot that it looks like the Earth got its STD results back and it's got all of them. Why don't you use condoms, Earth? Why? Because they choke turtles? Oh, I get it now. I get it. And we've been hearing about global warming for a while, right? But when you see the numbers, you'll realize it's no joke.
In Denver, Colorado, the city tied its record all-time high of 105 degrees on June 28th. A new world record was set in the Middle East last week. Along the coast of Oman, the temperature never dropped below 108.7 degrees over a 24-hour period. And in Glasgow, Scotland, the temperature reached a record-breaking 89.4 degrees on June 28th. That's more than 20 degrees hotter than its usual mild summer temperature.
Wow, there really is nowhere to escape this heat. Even Scotland is feeling it. And I know that 90 degrees doesn't sound that bad, but don't forget, we're talking about Scottish people here, all right? Yeah, they're not built for that much sun. When you have skin that pale, even sunscreen cannot help you. You put it on and the sunscreen is like, yeah, I can't do everything, man. You gotta do something. I need your skin to do some of the work. I can't be SPF everything. This is insane. And it turns out that climate change doesn't just make weather worse, it's making humans worse.
Climate change poses a huge threat to national security. This, according to a new Pentagon report.
In our defense strategy, we refer to climate change as a threat multiplier because it has the potential to exacerbate many of the challenges we are dealing with today, from infectious disease to terrorism.
Yeah, that's right. More climate change means more terrorism. That's insane. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if ISIS starts working this into their recruitment videos.
If you join us, you will die a glorious death against the Western infidels. Also, we have air conditioning. ISIS. Terrorism's never been so cool.
Makes you want to join ISIS, right? Yeah, and the hotter it gets, the worse the world's problems will be. So no surprise, countries like Japan are doing anything they can to cool things down.
2 years to go until the Tokyo Olympics in 2020. But as the city continues its countdown to the event, there is rising concern that it'll be too hot to host the biggest sporting event on the planet.
They are doing a few things. They are going to paint the streets white to make the sun bounce back and not heat up the ground.
You see? Now there's a solution. Painting the streets white. All right? Although that might cause more problems because now the road will cause so much glare that you can't see when you drive, so they'll have to fix the glare by covering the road with giant sunglasses, right? Yeah, but then now the road has glass all over it, so Japan will have to invent hover cars so that they don't break the glass. But then the hover cars will just crash into birds, and all that squawking is gonna wake up Godzilla, and then he'll come onto land, and he'll see that the Olympics are in Tokyo, and he'll be like, I want to compete! And then Japan will be like, oh no, this is for humans only. And Godzilla will be like, oh, you're discriminating against me? And then Japan will have a nasty lawsuit on its hands, and it'll be really horrible. I might have smoked some weed before I started this story. The point is, though, there's a solution. And look, at least Japan is trying to fix the problem. I think we should be trying too, okay? So before the weed wears off, here are some ideas. Number one, stick with me here. Number one, the color white reflects sunlight away from the earth, right? So from now on, when the sun is at its hottest, all the white people, you go outside, all right? You go outside, and then you bend the sunlight back to the sun. And then all black people will be inside. We'll just chill inside, and then you can tell us how it went. All right, yeah. Here's another idea. Sea levels are rising. We got to stop that. So one day a year, everyone on Earth, we go to the beach and we just drink a giant cup of seawater, right? And don't tell me it's gross. If people can drink kombucha, you can drink some seawater. All of us, we make an effort. Oh, and most importantly, we have to keep the icebergs from melting. My solution, we give every iceberg a desk job, right? Because American offices always have the air conditioning on way too high. Nothing can melt in there. Even the iceberg would be like, oh, does anyone have a jacket I can borrow, please? I'm freezing my nuts off in here. Yeah, these are some solutions. Oh, here's another thing we could do. We could also try and regulate global carbon emissions and accept some economic pain in the short term to protect the future of our planet in the long term. No, you know what? That's crazy. Just grab a cup and I'll see you guys at the beach.